step of disassembly completed with the Legend, and it is looking more and more taken apart as we go on, but good progress. Looks like they got my door off here for comparison purposes. You can see it's just got this molding all floppy, and then specifically this B-pillar here compared to the one here that's nice and flat. You can tell that's the main reason why I had to have the door replaced. Thought I would document a little bit of this process. Today at Apex, I was told that my interior door handles were all broken. The handles on these Legends are pretty brittle and finicky, as in you can't let the weight of the door panel rest on the mechanism, and also there's a really difficult trick to getting the thing apart. Basically, there's a cable that needs to be pivoted, and because this is 30-plus-year-old plastic in the desert, just stuff is crazy brittle. So Eric, my friend who has this parts car, this is a 91 LS Golden Glow Pearl sedan, is letting me pillage the interior handles. At least I'm going to take the three, the passenger front, passenger rear, driver rear, and then leave him the front one, because I want to continue to leave him access inside and out of this car while he's pulling parts from it. But super nice of him to contribute to the cause, and we'll see if anything else off this car ends up being used for the Sherwood Green project. By the way, here's the donor car. It's actually not in horrible shape. At least in video, it won't look too bad. It's only got about 130,000 miles. Runs well, shifts, let's just say it shifts, period. Eric said it was an adventure getting this down the road because of some transmission issues. And overall, it's just a little bit too rough for restoration, but it's a perfect candidate for a parts donor. Some mudguard hardware off the parts car because we needed some of these clips and screws. This lower windshield cowl piece looks a little bit nicer than mine too, so I think that will come off. As long as I get Eric's approval on this stuff, I think I'm good to go. As well as these, I call them roof run channels. I don't know what the technical parts name is, but look how nice these are. Sorry, my hands are filthy, been working on this thing. But look how clean this is. The ones on the green car that it's at the body shop are completely peeled off to where it's just the chrome underneath. And then kind of miraculous. This is an Arizona car since new, but even the rear window trim is in pretty good shape for its age. Today I received a couple of replacement bumper lenses for the 94 GS. The ones that are currently installed in the car have the orange bezel broken out. So that was kind of a mod back in the day that you could do on the cheap, was to break this thing open and remove the orange amber portion in there for a more Euro clear look. But I sourced these off of eBay. They're a little bit pitted, so I'm going to do a little refurb with this headlight restoration kit from Meguiar's that I've used for regular headlights. I think it should do the trick nicely to get these cleaned up before they're installed. You can see that's really all it is a scuff up with the brush or the pad, and then you coat it with clear, and they're super crystal clear now. Been busy sourcing parts for the Legend sedan. I found obviously some clips here that I needed. These are from that vintage parts place. I think I might have mentioned it in a prior video. These are the door molding clips. I picked up maybe 15 or so of those. Also have some door handles here, interior door handles, which are notorious for breaking on the Legend. As well as some hardware. Oh, also hardware for mud flap installation there, and then the lights that I refinished yesterday. So slowly but surely getting the materials together to finalize construction on that 94 GS. Little progress on the 94 GS. We have the car pulled out here for a little better glimpse at it in the daylight. Looks like the trim is all off, the body is completely primered. So they're probably taking care of some of those body issues that the car had surrounding the perimeter. I know this door specifically had, if you remember, a pretty good size blemish right there that was actually a little bit of rust through. And then this one right here is getting repaired as well, where there was a weird spot of corrosion on the A-pillar up near the top of the windshield. Looking good though. Checking on the GS one more time here. Under heavy construction, we have the bumpers over here getting refinished currently. Keep the fog lights obviously. And then over here, not much new to report other than some work here on this left rear door, and went ahead and pulled out the remaining headlight so I can get rid of those clear corner lights. By the way, here's the replacement door. Because it came from a different car at the junkyard, or a different color entirely, it was painted from the inside out by these guys and it looks awesome. That's gonna be the Sherwood Green color change there. Been playing around with the parts cart today and learning a lot about construction of these door handles. They are really complex on the sedan. I ended up getting access to this lock cylinder, which was the main thing I need right now. So the car that's getting restored has really poor condition rubber gaskets or trim rings around this lock cylinder. That's really all I need. But it's connected through a variety of mechanisms to the handle itself, which I was able to remove. So yeah, ongoing process here. I'll fiddle around with this sometime next week and finish up. Got it. Right now I'm bringing you all into the garage that never gets shown. This is a second one-car garage on my property that has been enclosed from what used to be a carport, and it's pretty rickety, and that's why I really don't showcase it much. But check this out. I'm storing a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner for a neighbor of mine, have done for a few years now, and it's not bad to look at. The reason why I'm in here today is I wanted to show you some acquisitions for the Legend sedan build. I was pretty excited to find a new in the box set of floor mats on eBay recently. However, when they arrived, they are the wrong color. So Legend people will know this, but Type F or ivory interiors came in two different variations for the 91 to 95 Legend body style. So the first couple of years are what those of us in the community like to call early F, where the shade is significantly more yellow or gold than what followed. So you can see here, in comparison to the replacement carpet that I got for the car, it's quite different. So I'm gonna keep the carpet, I'm gonna ditch the floor mats, which means they'll likely go in my bin to take to the 2024 National Acura Legend meet for raffle purposes, and we'll see if anybody wants them there. But I do have, in the meantime, some other decent sets of floor mats. They're just not new in the box like that. This one right here is pretty rough because it's peeling back. These ones down here, I think, a little bit better. So I'll probably end up using these floor mats for the restoration car here whenever it gets to that point of needing interior. For right now, I have the back seat in here, the bottom piece anyway. The seat back and the front two seats are still at the upholstery shop, have been for a little while now. and I'll get those back here when the time comes. And I can't leave the garage without showing you. You've probably seen this, those of you who followed me for a minute, but that's my Acura rebranded Honda mower that is doing the trick after 7 years of living in this house. Love that thing.